Hello, all you beautiful Aquarians, and welcome to your guided messages from Spirit for the next 3 months in relation to your finances and career. So, we thought we might just do something a little bit different for a change and have a look and see what's coming up October, November, and December. So, we're going to do each month but under the same video. If you're new to the channel, well, hello, my name is Linda, and you are so very welcome. For those of you who are our subscribers and followers, we'd just like to take time to say thank you very much for your likes, comments, and your shares. It really does help our channel. And so, Aquarius, let's have a look. We're going to ask for three messages from our beautiful Radley Valentine deck. This is one of my favourite decks. It's a beautiful deck. And also, of course, from our tarot, from the Right of Way, the original, what we call the original tarot. We're also going to ask for some guidance from there too. So, Aquarius, let's get stuck into it, shall we? This is for Aquarius, our beautiful Aquarians. Finance and career for the next 3 months. October. Oops. Oh, look what just got thrown out. Oh, wow. And we've got two here. So we only want one more. So, Aquarius, you saw me shuffle. You saw how she threw it out, and she's telling me to take the top one here as well. So, very first one that came out was the same. We're looking at October. We're looking at the Ace of Pentacles Wands for the second week, the Ace of Cups for the third week, and the Knight of Swords for the fourth week of October. Wow, this is brilliant. So, at the beginning of this month, all throughout this month, this is a 3 month reading. So, but for October, we have got the Sun card. And I think Aquarius, there's been about 5 or 6 of the signs that have actually got the Sun card in either one of the 3 months, or some people have got it in the 3 months. So I feel that there's a lot of us that are going to be benefiting over the next 3 months financially. There's a very exciting opportunity around you, Aquarians, this month, very much so. This is about your career. This is about change and opportunity. This is, now an opportunity here. This Sun card is brilliant new ideas that lead to success, having confidence in yourself. So this is very much a month to really, really believe in yourself and to make plans and start to create whatever it is that you want to create when it comes to your career and your finances. Now, it's very possible to aces are opportunities. And there's also an opportunity here. Now, this is for your career and your finance, but there is the Ace of Cups here. Now, it is possible, some of you, because the Ace of Cups can be a relationship or love, it's possible some of you may even be working with a loved one in your career and so on, and your finances. You could be in love with somebody at work, for example. It's very, very possible. But this is also representing a new home, a new beginnings, a happy new time. So this can be, again, these opportunities bringing a lot of love and happiness into the family home because of the financial benefits and abundance on its way. We have the Knight of Swords. This is now that, this is about taking action. So this month, when it comes to career, when it comes to opportunities and so on, Aquarius, take action. Don't just wait for things to happen. Spirit is saying you need to act so that you don't miss out. You need to act on this and grab with both hands, is what he's saying. You've got to review everything. Make sure you look into it. Make sure you go over everything. Look at all the options this is offering you, and then you take action. Don't hesitate, don't hang back, as well as what I'm being asked to say to you. Don't hang back and watch and wait for too long. It doesn't hurt to do that, but if it feels right, Aquarius, then it is right. So we're just going to ask for a little bit more. This is for October. A beautiful Aquarian. So we have these aces. We have the Ace of Wands, which is career, work, opportunity, changes. We have the Ace of Water, which is happiness, joy, celebration. We have the Sun, and we have action. We have the movement of the swords also with the Knight. So what else would you like to give us? Okay. So when it comes to so we've got another Ace of of we've got aces here. So all new beginnings. Hey, this is really good. Now, for some of you, not all of you, of course, but for some of you, what Spirit is also saying here is at the beginning of the month. Now, that's this week that I'm talking now to you. I'm doing this week. I'm a couple of days into the month, so I apologise for that. But this was a very spontaneous 3-month reading Spirit asked me to do. So, okay. So at the very beginning of this week in October, you've got this Sun card, this happy outcome. The Sun card represents brilliant new ideas that lead to have confidence in yourself. And yet we have the Page of Pentacles. And why are you concerned? Now, this is not a time to be concerned. If you're allowing yourself to worry too much about situations and not seeing the opportunities around you, then you could hold yourself back. So this is this first week of October, there's some important news coming in. So there's some opportunities coming in relation to the beginning of your financial success this month. So what Spirit is saying to you is this is not a time for you now to not look at things in a positive light. Some of you could be I'm sorry, everyone. He's talking to me, and I'm not listening. So he wants me to show you the photo. The person cannot see, that guy cannot see any of the benefits around him, the beautiful bedspread, all the good stuff that's around him, because look how he's just concentrating on only the swords. The swords are just above his shoulder. All he's thinking about is the negative of something, and Spirit is asking you not to do that this week, okay? Do not allow yourself to get overly emotionally or mentally overwhelmed with some things that are going on around you, because this is what I'm feeling. There's this big opportunity here, and yet you're worrying that you can't do it. You're worrying that maybe you won't be successful. Maybe there's somebody around you who's making you feel like you can't do it, but you can do it, because you've got the Magician, you've got the Empress, you've got some great things at the end of October. So the first week of October, this week, please stay positive. Don't allow any negative thoughts to come into your mindset. We have the Empress. This is on the sowing of seeds. You see, the second week we've got an opportunity, an exciting new opportunity for career advancement to change your life financially, career-wise, and so on. So this opportunity here is the Empress. She's the sower of seeds. She puts all those ideas out there. She's ready to grow. She creates. She's the creator. And I do know that the second week you may feel as though you're up against it. You may be trying very much to get ahead on something. This opportunity that's there could be a bit of competition going on around you in the second week of October, needing to get some things done that are a nuisance. The Five of Wands is what we call the nuisance card. It's people being a nuisance, things getting in the way, little things, tiddly things annoying us, things that have to be done. So there could be some things that you need to do, and you think, there could be some people around you being a nuisance, or you feel like you've got to compete, or find your way through it all. But just keep going, because the third week you've got the Magician. You have got the Magician, which is you manifesting anything and everything that you wish for. And I feel in the third week also that, you're going to have a lot to do. There is going to be a lot on your plate. However, it isn't like you can't do this, because you can, because you have got the events, that need to be acted upon. You've got the Knight of Swords here, but I still feel that on the third and fourth week, you might be a little bit overwhelmed by what there is involved in this financial gain. However, it's necessary for you to put the effort in, Aquarius. You've got to put the effort in this month to get to where you want to go, because I got this feeling when we go to do the November, December reading soon, in a minute, we're going to see the benefits of this month. And I feel this month is where you've got to put the hard work in. You've got to stay positive. You mustn't allow your mind to get out, don't go into that negative. Don't allow that to happen. The second week, become the empress, start to put things out there and nurture yourself, nurture others, work with others. And, there's no need to compete. There is no need to, you don't have to compete. You could just do your thing and not allow yourself to get involved in that competitive scenario that could come up around you, okay? Because you've got an opportunity for success here, big opportunity, and you don't want to miss out on it. So get out of the way, whatever needs to be done, and then move forward and start to work on what it is you really want. The magician knows everything. He's magical. He's experienced, he's accomplished, he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to do things. And I know that there are lots of things going on around you, but it isn't like you can't do it, because the magician says you can do it. You're capable of doing this, and the outcome is going to be really, really great. A good outcome eventually. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Time to get things done. Time to events that will occur with great speed is the message of this card, but everything happens very quickly at the end of the month. And this is where, we step into this financial gain. And so, Aquarius, it's very possible that there's going to be a big windfall or some sort of financial gain. But to get there, it's going to mean having to walk away from something so that you can pick up the opportunities that are coming to you in week 2. And so by week 4, this here is the blessings in disguise card. So sometimes things come to an end. Sometimes things don't work out the way we had hoped, but it's because it's meant to be. And so it's now you've got an opportunity to pick up these 2 empty cups and to, in your future, build and fill those with your experience and your knowledge so that you can walk over that bridge to the castle. That's the story of this card. Look, for some of you, this financial situation could be inheritance, could be a windfall, could be superannuation. This is about family money as well. This is about stability, family money. So some of you could be involved in a financial situation in your life with family and so on as a company. And so this could also be representing that as well for some of you, not all of you, Aquarius, because it is a general reading. But for some of you, this could be a case of this last week where the events will need to, everything is going to happen very, very quickly. And there is a situation where now it's happened and now you're going to be moving on. You're able to move on from that difficulty to new opportunities. I feel that there's a lot of things going on around you, Aquarius, when it comes to loss and gain. I feel that some of you, there could be some loss this month to bring in the gain. So there could be a case of, where something, you have to walk away from something. Or move on from something to gain the abundance in the future. This is what I'm actually feeling this month, because I know that there are a few battles here. There are a few minor battles. They're not big, but they're still a nuisance. And so this is why I feel that the second week you just need to stay positive, just move on and start to create what it is you really, really want. So I feel it's an intense month, October this month. I feel it's going to be a little bit intense in some areas, but don't forget, you've got the sun, a happy outcome. We saw that, a happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence. The Knight of Swords, events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review, but it's creative. And of course, an exciting new opportunity that could change your life now moving forward. Okay, so it is an interesting month. There's just a few challenges along the way to get there, to actually get to the end of the month, which is now when things are going to start moving. So we're going to look now into November. What is this month leading to? So that now we're asking, well, we've looked at this month, October. What about November? So this is the next month now. This is next month. What is all of this leading to for our beautiful Aquarians? Let's have a look, shall we? This is for November, please, Spirit. October, November. And then we'll do December. You've got the ace again. Oh, look at this. Wow, this is interesting. Ah, this is interesting. So we've got the sun again. Oh, Aquarius, you have to hang in there. So these opportunities are still with you. You've got the Ace of Cups again. Okay. It's interesting, because the Ace of Cups is very much about love and relationship. And we are talking about your career and finance, Aquarius. So it's obvious that this could be, for some of you, it's obvious that there could be you could be in partnership with somebody, maybe your partner, and it could be a love relationship, but a business. It is very possible. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. And we've got Three of Pentacles as well. So now Spirit is well and truly talking about finances. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is all about buckling down. At the beginning of November, this first week, you need to buckle down and get things done. You have to honour your commitment. So you have to stick with this. Stick with what it is that you are building on. And that is next to this Ace of Cups, which is this, relationship and this love relationship. We can't ignore what it is. It's an opportunity, but it's still the Ace of Cups represents love, falling in love or meeting somebody or a partner, a love partner. So now honour your commitments to this whole situation of your finance and career. And we've got the sun again. This is a happy outcome. So this is definitely, again, this month, the sun's shining on you. And we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is your creativity. And also the Three of Pentacles is all about negotiation. In the Rider-Waite, in the tarot, the guy's standing, working away on his standing on little steps, and these two people are negotiating with him. And so this is negotiation. This is recognizing your qualities, standing up for yourself. And in all financial matters, you could be talking to somebody in November about a quote or a job offer or something like that, and you need to stay on top of that, that ladder and realize that you've got the capabilities and you need to be negotiating on your quality and your experience. And so this is also teamwork. So it's possible that that you need to work in a team and keep working on the goals and the financial abundance that you're all trying to create. Because some of you will be in a situation where you work with others. You could be in a family business or a relationship business that is your finance and your career. And there's very much a need for cooperation and working together in November to stay on that path of abundance. Now, this is for our beautiful Aquarius for November, please. Or what else would you like to give us? We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Oh, here we go. We've got a double up. So we've got the Three of Pentacles. And here it is. This is what I was talking to you about. And so when we get a double up, the next deck is also giving us the same. It's the powerful message about this. This is the power of creativity, recognition for your very high quality work being recognized, and also recognizing within yourself the qualities that you possess, and also being a team player and cooperating with others. And this now comes into, they bought that at the end of November, but it's now the beginning of November as well. So throughout this month, this November, stay cooperating, keep working with others in a good way. Things are now starting to move very quickly. we've got the Chariot. We have got this again, this Five of Wands. I'm going to ask Spirit for a little bit more about that, why they brought that up again. We'll just go into more depth, please, about what you're trying to say about that. Okay, right, good. This is good. So now I understand what. Okay, this is good. Well, the ten of swords at the end is saying that everything's going to turn out okay and these difficulties are coming to an end. So I'll just stay in this first week, the first of November. So yes, there's the cooperation with being the team leader, and then you can get things done a lot more quickly by cooperating because things are really moving fast in November. This is really things now really taking off, let's put it that way. And we've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Ace of Cups here, and we've got the Ace of Wands. So this is saying that some of you are out there, this is definitely a business or a collaboration or financial life that you have, that you are sharing with others, with loved ones maybe. And we've got the Chariot. And I love the Chariot because the minute I see the Chariot, the first thing I think of is a ship, and you standing there, holding that wheel and steering yourself in the direction that you want to go. And that's what the Chariot's all about. It really is about taking control and taking the reins. It can also be about going with the flow because he's not hanging on to that reins, but there's movement. There's a lot of movement going on. So go with it, go with what's working really well for you at the moment. Look, this could also be a company car, business car for the business. It could be that as well. Some of you could be offered a company car from your boss, or you could buy a company car for the family business. It's very possible. And if you are doing that, then make sure that you, take your time so that you do pick the right one. Now, in the third week, we've got a repeat on two cards. We've got the Sun, happy outcome, everything working really well, Aquarius. But we have also got this Five of Wands again. And I just asked Spirit, what is it you're trying to tell us here? Because in October we said, well, this is just having to compete. But it can also be, Wands does represent career and also family, but mainly career, our work and what we do for a living. And this is it's like you're sort of having to compete, or you just feel like, there could be others around you in your workplace that are being difficult. And so we do have what follows that is the Six of Swords. So this November, it's very possible that some of you, not all of you, may be deciding to move away from the difficulties of this career, of this job. It's very possible that maybe you're sick of this, because this came up in October as well. You're sick and tired of all the nonsense and the stuff that's going on around you in the office or the factory or wherever you are. And you may decide, you know what, I'm gonna move in a whole new direction, because this is doing just that. This is walking away or moving away from difficulties. And so some of you, I feel, in November, you may decide just to do just that. Because I have got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the end of something. The Ten of Swords is the end of difficulty. That's it. This is moving away from difficulty. And it's very possible that some of you, not all of you, might be doing that. And if you are, then you're doing the right thing, because look, you've got the Nine of Cups. This is you now being quite happy with yourself. This could be happy because you have accomplished a new position. That's why you've been negotiating. We know the Three of Pentacles, negotiating with others, working out your worth, negotiating on your wages or whatever, new job, new career, talking to the people who make the decision, and things happening very quickly, taking you to the end of the month when you actually walk away. And now, you free yourself from that situation. You take control of take control of things in the second week and start to move on. In the third week, you decide, just that when you make the decision that this is it, this is just too difficult here. I'm sick of having to compete with these people who, don't work well with me, or it's a toxic environment. And so there's an opportunity, I'm going to change things. I'm going to improve my life. And that's exactly what you're going to do. And then the fourth week of November, you decide, well, that's it. I'm moving in a whole new direction and I'm looking forward to the future. This is a very positive um, reading so far about eliminating negativity out of your life, isn't it? And moving in a whole new direction. I mean, the Chariot is a major arcana. This is taking control. This is steering your ship where you want it to go, moving to much better, happier times, moving away from negativity, moving away from toxic people or difficulties where you are. And, you know, when you get the sun, the major arcana you got it in October, you got it now. It'll be interesting to see if you're going to get it in a minute when we do December. And I can't wait to see the end of December for you guys, Aquarius, because it looks to me like some very big changes that you're making in October, November. That let's see where they're going to lead to. So I can't wait to see what spirit gives us. So this is for our beautiful Aquarius. So we've looked at October, November. Obviously moving in a whole new direction, sorting some things out for financial gain and also being happy in your job. You know, this is a reading about your career and finances, but so that also involves how you feel about your work, isn't it? They're meant to come out. Spirit will bring them out. When they jump up like that, and this is a very thick deck, I sort of question whether they're what she wants to give us. And so I prefer for her to guide my hand. And if they're meant to come out, they will. We've got the King of Cups. We have the Hermit, which is, we have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Knight of Swords again. Okay. Events happening very quickly. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got the King of Cups. So in December, the very first week of December, this is you now stepping into a much more calmer energy. So this is a very calm, creative energy where I feel you're going to be feeling so much better because you've moved on. And, you know, we now have the Hermit as well, major arcana. The Hermit is also about taking time for yourself. So this first couple of weeks in November, I feel you're going to be chilling out and maybe just finding your way and feeling relieved and happy that you've made these changes. The Seven of Swords can be about again. Things going on in the background. So the Seven of Swords, you know, he's running out of the tent and he's got all the swords in his hand and he's looking back at, he's left a couple of swords. It's a funny card, and people interpret that as somebody being sneaky, as somebody being, you know, you can't trust. I'm feeling it's more a case of not allowing yourself to get involved in any gossip or troublemaking. That's the way I look at it. Because the guy's running away, he's taking his ideas with him, he's moving away from stress and strife. That's really how I look at it. And the Knight of Swords next to him makes sense because the Knight of Swords is also about events happening very quickly. So again, it's taking yourself away from negativity, reviewing your plans and coming up with a very creative solution to whatever's going on in the third week. So the first week of December, I feel you're going to be, you know, feeling relaxed, you're going to be feeling happy. Time for you to now trust your intuition and go with the flow in this first week. I think you've had a busy October, November, and now December is the time for you to maybe chill out and look at things. They want me to take that. Okay. So let's have a look and see what else Spirit wants to. Take a leap of faith. That's good. Okay, Aquarius victory. Yeah, it's come up again. So this here it is here. So we've got a double up. So this month in December, we're talking your finances and career here. Um, this could be where you need to look at things, just review things, look at things, um, make sure that there's make sure that you know everything that's going on. This is the time for you to make sure that you know everything that's going on. Also, uh, knowing that you look, I've got the victory card around this, and this is why I'm sort of feeling this is more a case of the reason I'm hesitating, Aquarius, is because I'm picking up on the energy of this card and the message. I just feel that in November, it's December rather, I just can't help but feel that you may be feeling like this, where you're not really quite sure about something, whether or not you should stay where you are, or whether or not you should move away from a certain. Um, I feel it's more people than it's not the job. I think it's more people. So there's still a lot of confusion going on about whether you've made the right choice here in December, Aquarius. Because the very first week in December, we have got, this we've got the King of Cups, which is trusting your intuition, going with the flow. But I've also got the devil. I've got the devil card here. So I'm wondering whether or not this in December you're feeling a little bit fearful or entrapped or uncertain about, or whether there's some things going on now that you're a little bit uncertain about. Because we've got the Page of Cups as well. The Page of Cups is news. They bring in messages and so on. This could be some sort of emotional conversations I feel going on in December. Look, you have got a good outcome, but I just feel that first week you're still a little bit uncertain about what's going on. And that's why we've got this Seven of Swords again cropping up. And, last month, in the end of November, we had the Five of Cups, and it's still sitting here in this second week. And so this is now an opportunity for you to take a leap of faith. And to move in a whole new direction. The second week of December is so very positive. And the Hermit, the major arcana in this second week, is saying to you that you need to shine a light on the truth of a situation. Shine your light on something and have a look. Go within. The answers lay within you, and so that you can make that right choice. And don't be afraid to take this leap of faith. This second week is very important, Aquarius. It's important that you take that leap of faith. It's important that you really look into something and follow your intuition. The King of the Cups and the Hermit, they're both very highly intuitive. They trust their feelings. And this is why they've both come up next to each other at the beginning of these 2 weeks. The first week of December and the second week of December, you have to trust and have faith in your intuition, and don't be frightened to take that leap of faith. If it feels right, then it is right. And this is, an opportunity now for you to move in a whole new direction. This is the blessing in disguise. He can't see the blessing yet. He's just concentrating on the loss. He's not seeing the opportunity. There's a huge opportunity now to move forward financially and with your career, work, and abundance. And so take that leap of faith. And you've also got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Cups and we've got the Page of Pentacles. And again, this is news about opportunities for your financial growth. And we've got the Three of Wands in the third week. And the Three of Wands, this represents you now waiting for your ship to come in. This is now concentrating and bringing in the abundance of what it is you really want. You've accomplished a great deal. He's already got those two wands behind him is what you've accomplished, but he's hanging on now to what he wants to bring in the future and what he's already accomplished. So this is now some good news coming in. And when that does come in, you may need to review a few things, go maybe look at things in a different way, but there's still a happy outcome because you see, we've got the victory card at the end of the month. This is what I really love. We've got these events that occur with this things that are going to happen with great speed. So nights of movement, things are going to start moving very quickly at the end of December. Things are going to start to finally come into fruition. And here's your victory. You've got to be victorious. There's no doubt about it. But again, you need to make a decision at the end of December, and you need to move away and not get involved with anything negative when involved with other people or situations. So you're being told that twice. So the next 3 months, Aquarius, avoid negative people and toxic environments and gossip and all that sort of stuff behind the scenes. Don't allow that to happen, because there could be some things going on in the background or behind the scenes that Spirit's asking you not to become a part of, Aquarius. And so if you're working in an environment where they're all, always bitching on about things and negative and talking about this one, talking about that one behind their back, and if you're in that environment at work, which, a lot of people are, they're asking you not to go there. They're asking you to move away from that if you could. You have got a victory here, but you need to take a stand on certain things that you don't really want to stay involved with. And don't be scared to take this leap of faith. It's very important that in the second week, there's an opportunity here, and it's a blessing in disguise. This is what this card represents. You don't see now, you can't see in the second week the opportunities that lay ahead, but you need to see that, and you need to take a leap of faith. So have faith and trust your intuition. The second week of December is the most important week for you for the rest of this year, because it really is the week where you need to take that leap of faith. Okay? And trust your instincts, trust your gut feelings about what's going on around you, and move in a new direction. So it's an interesting 3 months for you, Aquarius. Lots of ups and downs, things that you need to decide upon. Maybe people that you need to put to one side and move away from, situations that you need to move away from when it comes to your financial situation where you work, and so on and so forth. And so I hope this reading has resonated with you. I'd love to hear back from you. Because it's the next 3 months, Aquarius, this is for, of course, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may like to have a look at this next month and then have a look at it again in December at any time. You can go back and look at the videos that I put out, and then maybe you can give me some feedback along the way of how things are going as well. So Aquarius, thank you for being with us here today. If you would like to subscribe, the subscription button is just here near my little butterfly lamp. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, because we'd love to have you. And when you do then receive the daily guidance, which is 2 cards that are pulled. It takes about 7 minutes for those messages to come through to you on a daily basis with a couple of affirmations. We also do, of course, our collectives every 5 days. So, we do those every 5 days of each month. And of course, we do videos like this to give you ongoing guidance as well, Aquarius. So please give us a like. It does help our channel. If you have the time to make a comment, thank you. We know how busy you are. I always respond to your comments every morning. I check them and I get back to people. So Aquarius, I feel it's an interesting month. Throughout this reading, I felt an energy of a little bit of frustration, a little bit of uncertainty. And that came out as I was trying to read as well. I felt that maybe you're having a bit of trouble sometime over these next 3 months expressing yourself or speaking your truth or whatever. So speak your truth in a good way. Don't bite your tongue and not speak up. I feel that's what I need to say to you as well. So take care. It's been lovely to be with you today, and we look forward to hearing back from you. So let us know, Aquarius, how you go over the next 3 months. So bye-bye for now.